Do you like movies about gladiators? Hello and welcome to Texan Collection Odyssey. This is the December 2019 Media Collection Update, the final one for 2019. And I got some good pickups. All of these are movies or TV, kind of based on, the change I'm doing to the Thrifts episodes. So most of them kind of end up being music, and most of these can end up being Blu Rays and DVDs. But let's get started with stuff from Game Exchange. Now, they had a really good blowout sale in December, kind of after Christmas and the beginning of New Year's. And they averaged about $3 or $4 a Blu-ray through the buy one get one system they had going. And I got some really good stuff. So let's start with Popstar Never Stop Stopping. So this is the Lonely Island movie. So the Lonely Island guys, Andy Samberg and his two buddies, they're the ones behind a lot of the SNL digital shorts. And, they made, three really good albums, stuff like Jack Sparrow, Boombox, all that crazy stuff. But they made Hot Rod, and they also made this movie, Popstar. And I've never seen it before, but with them, behind, the helm of this movie, it has to be hilarious. And the Bin Laden song I've already heard from this movie, so if that's any indication, this will be very inappropriate and also hilarious. All right, next is a Coen Brothers film, Hail Caesar. This is kind of a love letter to golden age of Hollywood. It's got George Clooney and several of the other actors that typically work with the Coen Brothers. I've already watched it. The movie itself, it's okay for a Coen Brothers movie. It's kind of one that you could see kind of maybe got away from them as a passion project maybe, and I think it's one of those that had kind of been in production kind of off to the side for many, many years. And but yeah, it's overall a fun movie, but not one of their best, but still glad to have it. Okay, and these are movies that are okay. Still glad to own them, but it's Troy and Alexander, and they're both the official director's final cut thing or whatever. It's a double pack from Warner Brothers, and basically some of the last epic style movie that Hollywood has made, and they also were essentially flops and kind of panned by critics. So that's kind of what contributed to the fall of the epic, in modern Hollywood, basically. But still excited to watch these, especially for the actors who were in it. And, it was cheap. It was like, $2 or something with the buy one, get one, so might as well. All right, continuing with the sort of epicness is Willow. And Willow is a Lucasfilm movie. It's kind of the only other famous, or not infamous, because that's Howard the Duck. But there's Star Wars, Indiana Jones, and Willow. As you can see, it's got the Lucasfilm logo right here. And it's got Val Kilmer, and also has Warwick Davis as the titular Willow. And he played Wicket the Ewok in Return of the Jedi, and he's also been, had some sort of minor role in all of the Star Wars movies made since then. And he's a really cool guy, and basically he got to play, the lead, essentially, in this fantasy movie. And I've never seen it before, but I'm excited to watch it because it is, basically story by George Lucas, and Ron Howard is the director for it, so glad to get this. All right, moving on from fantasy to adventure is The Mask of Zorro, Antonio Banderas. And this is actually a pretty good movie. I think I remember watching this on TV once or twice back in the day. But I love, adventure stories. I love kind of the romantic era stuff like Zorro. So I'll be happy to rewatch that. Catch and Release. I don't remember much about this movie. I remember kind of watching it maybe once or twice, but it's Jennifer Garner, who's okay, but it also has Kevin Smith and the three other guys who are basically her ex-boyfriend's friends. And so as far as, romantic comedies go, this one's pretty good. All right, now, real cinema coming up. RV. I love this movie. I remember watching it with my mom and dad so many times on DVD, and finally got the Blu Ray. And just the humor in this movie is so good. I think it's directed by Barry Sonnenfeld, and I think this is one of my favorites of his. And yeah, the big rolling turd. That if you've seen the movie, and you know the the quotability of this movie. All right, now I've got some 2-packs coming up. This is a Paramount 2-pack of Airplane and Airplane 2, the sequel. I love Airplane. The humor in it and the guys behind it, the Zucker brothers, are geniuses of comedy, basically, in my opinion. But glad to have this on Blu-ray. I've had it on DVD for years and years. And the sequel also, which isn't as good, but, the 2-pack with them together makes them both worth it. Another 2-pack from Warner Brothers now is Gremlins and Gremlins 2. Now, I have never seen Gremlins, either of them. And I've been hearing a lot about it because it's one of those that's kind of the off to the side Christmas movie. The first one takes place during Christmas, though it's not really a Christmas movie. But it's 80s goodness, so I couldn't say no to it. Especially, the deal of the 2-pack. All right, now this was, I think, the best, haul, so to speak, from the Game Exchange deals. It is the Shout Select version of Midnight Run. This is number 3 of Shout Select, which is kind of a, midway boutique label for Blu-rays and DVDs. And I've never seen this before, but I know it's kind of the one that started the, road movie, polar opposites kind of thing, and did it, in the best way. And yeah, this is the collector's edition. It's got tons of cool special features because it's Shout. And yeah, got it for like $3, which I think it sells online for like 20 or something. And TV, I have Curb Your Enthusiasm, the complete 4th season. I'm slowly building up these in their very strange way of opening. The guy at the store couldn't hardly open this again. That's like the 3rd time I've had that happen. And Psych, the complete 1st season. Y'all know how much I absolutely love Psych. I think I've only got 2 seasons left to collect. But yeah, pick this one up. I got this one, buy one, get one with the Curb Your Enthusiasm DVD. So I got them half off. Alright, so now the next few things are from a Facebook Marketplace haul. So, Facebook Marketplace, every, once in a blue moon, you'll see somebody having, some really good deals on Blu-rays or, DVDs or CDs, sometimes records, but records are kind of in the place where people kind of assume their value, and they typically are pretty expensive, listed for more than what they're actually worth. But Blu-rays, people are kind of, tossing them out. They've got streaming, so this is a good place to get them cheap. It's, places like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or Let Go. So, met a guy in the mall parking lot and got some of these movies. I got Sherlock Holmes and Sherlock Holmes: A Game of Shadows. Now, these are both Guy Ritchie movies, the Guy Ritchie Sherlock Holmes. Supposedly they're going to be making a 3rd one very soon. Let's hope. Because I love these. I remember when these first came out kind of in like 2011 or something, I think. Okay, 2009, 2010 is what it says on here. These are some of the first movies I watched, and I thought, these are really good. These kind of, intrigued me to want to buy them, to own them. And so we had the first Sherlock Holmes on DVD for a long time. And so when I saw these on Blu-ray, I knew I'd been wanting to get them because they kind of, inspired me to, want to collect because they were just that good that I knew I'd want to rewatch them. And also got them both for $4 a piece. But the best deal I've gotten in a long time was in this Facebook Marketplace haul. And it is, believe it or not, Lord of the Rings trilogy the extended edition on Blu-ray for $4 a piece. So I got Return of the King, Two Towers, and Fellowship of the Ring. This set for $12. And I was so happy that I was able to get this. I've been watching the special features as I've been rewatching the movies with some friends. And the special features on these are just amazing. I mean, it really has spoiled me, the stuff that Peter Jackson and his group have gotten together to show you the behind the scenes of this movie. And yeah, definitely one of my best deals on some of the best movies that I've gotten in my collection. Yeah, so that's my haul for December. Be sure to watch my Christmas and Black Friday video if you haven't seen that yet. That kind of goes over some of the more special stuff that I got during the month of December. And yeah, hopefully expect a new Thrifts episode coming out soon. And I'm going to keep trying to put out the backlog of all of my other media collection updates and videos from 2019. Alright, thanks for watching, and happy collecting. And don't call me Shirley. And remember, we're all counting on you.